Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show some examples of CPT coding for urinary system. This includes some questions of male genital system, female genital system, maternity care, and endocrine system. So we're gonna go first with the question that is cystourethropy for the removal of stent. Here the root operation is removal. So we're gonna go to the index with R. And then we can go on the list to find the urethral stent, and here is the urethral stent, but there are two options. One is bladder and another is urethra. So we're gonna check both and make sure our question matches to one of these codes. So the first one we're gonna check with 52310. And this is the urinary section. We're gonna go to the urinary part. So our first code was 52310, which is cystourethropy with removal of foreign body calculus or urethral stent from urethra or bladder, and this is a simple. And our next code was 52315, so we're gonna check that code as well. And here is the 52315, which is the complicated one. Our question doesn't say anything about the complicated part, so we're gonna go with this code 52310. Our next question is cystotomy with excision of bladder diverticulum. Here the root operation is excision, so we're gonna go to the index E and we'll go to the excision part. So here's the excision, and then we have to find the excision of bladder. So I can see that on the bottom part, bladder, and there is the cyst, there is diverticulum, and our question says about the bladder diverticulum, which is 51525. So we will check that code. We'll go to the urinary system and try to find 51525. So it's right here, 51525. So this is under 51520, cystotomy for simple excision of vesical neck. But our question doesn't say anything about the vesical neck, so we will not go with this one. So on the bottom, which is 51525, is cystotomy for excision of bladder diverticulum, single or multiple. So this matches our question, which is cystotomy with excision of bladder diverticulum. So we're gonna go with 51525. And another process to find the code without going through the index, I can show you that as well. So this is the urinary system. We can go to the list of the urinary system, where you can find the bladder part on the bottom, and under the bladder you can find excision. So it's right here, and when you go back to the page, you can see the you can find that code. So that is the one. We can just go directly, even by going in front of the list without going back to the index. So here is 51525 again. All right, so next question is biopsy and exploration of epididymis. So here the root operation is biopsy. And here is the biopsy, and we're gonna follow that and try to find, I can see here epididymis, and there is two code 54800 and 54865. So we will check both of these because this is the epididymis which is related to male genital system. I will go directly from here, male genital system, and just try to find the code over there. So it was 54865. So there were two codes, 54800 and 54865. So let's go first with 54800, where it says biopsy of epididymis needle. And our question doesn't include anything about the needle. So we're gonna check another one, that is 54865. It says exploration of epididymis with or without biopsy. So this matches our question, which includes both exploration and biopsy. So 54865 is our code. And another way to find the code without going back to the index, so if you just go directly to the male genital system, like here is the male genital system, and if I go directly there and try to find the epididymis, and we can directly go to the exploration part, and then just we'll go to the same page, that is we can find here, and then we can go epididymis, incision, excision, exploration, so we can find the code from here as well. So the exploration 54865 is here. Now the next question is, a physician extracted a small amount of amniotic fluid from OB patient for diagnostic purpose. So here the objective of the process is amniocentesis. So we will directly go to the amniocentesis in the back. So here is the amniocentesis, which is diagnostic, which we want, and that is 59000, 59,000. So we will check that because this is related to the female genital system. We'll go directly to the female female genital system, and then the code was 59,000. So we'll try to find that. So here is amniocentesis diagnostic. So 59,000 is the code for this question. Another question is excision of thyroglossal duct cyst. So here the root operation is excision. So we will go to the excision part on the index. And here is the excision. And then we have to find the thyroglossal duct. So we're going to go to the T. So I can see here thyroglossal duct cyst. There are two codes, 60280 and 60281. So we will check both of these. Because this is a thyroglossal duct which is related to the endocrine system. So we will go directly to the endocrine system. That's the endocrine. And the code was 60280. So here is the code, excision of thyroglossal duct cyst or sinus. And another code was 60281 here, which is the same thing and recurrent. Our question doesn't say anything about the recurrent, so we will go with the 60280, that is excision of thyroglossal duct or cyst. And also another way, another process to find the code was we can go directly to the endocrine system. So here the endocrine system was it's right here, endocrine system, and our question was the excision of thyroglossal duct. So it should be under here, excision, and we'll follow that pace. And it's 460. So we are here, and then we can find the thyroglossal duct like here, and then we can find here excision of thyroglossal duct cyst or sinus, which is 60280. All right, thank you so much everyone.